start off, this is for the Kierreich 1.8. We've done some changes, mainly to the Reichspackt, but this time we're trying out Germany with a 36 setup, with a little bit extra. So to start off, like I said, Germany's in the 36 setup. It's got almost 15 infantry compared to France. I think it has like 9. The Navy still gets increased because they get 1 destroyer from Poland, and then for the special extra setup, they get a light carrier with a tactical, and they get an extra cruiser. Not that they really need to worry about a Navy, because Britain only consists of 4 surface ships. Not exactly in the English Channel, it's right around it. I do want to show that. So they have a heavy cruiser, destroyer, and then on the other side they have a destroyer and a transport. So they don't really have to worry about building up a Navy. France does have a Navy, but it's split between the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. So, that's really it for Germany. We changed, actually, before we move on to the next country, we changed the stock market crash a little bit. So instead of the damage in Berlin affecting the other countries, it's the damage in Germany. So for that, if German damage is 45 or less, scenario A. If German damage is 46 to 65, scenario B. And if German damage is 66 to 80, 80 being the absolute max, that's scenario C. Yeah, if Germany gets an 80, that's extremely unlucky and extremely...
All 12s.
It's all 12s, basically. Well, 12s and 6s. So, that's the change for Germany. Alright, so next up is the Austrians. I ended up taking away quite a bit of their land force to start. So, I took away about 5 infantry, a cavalry, a interwar/light tank, and a couple artillery. The reason why is because in the last game, Austria was too much of a major power, and their role that I want them to have is a supportive major power. So the idea for Austria is to support Germany against France, and support Germany against Russia, as well as give a little bit of help to the Ottomans when they'll need it. They also have a reduced starting income down to $10, and they start with $10. Alright, let's move on to the Ottoman Empire. Alright, next up is the Ottoman Empire. So the fort in Izurium got moved to the border. This will be acting similar to the Maginot Line, but it is weaker. It's just a normal fort, like the values. I got rid of some of the militia because I wanted the rebellions in Dyveker and Izurium to do more damage. I also got rid of some infantry and artillery that were in Bulgaria and Constantinople.
Istanbul.
What else did I make? I don't think there's any other changes I made to the Air Force or the sea units. They're all the same. The rebellions of Iran and Arabia, I don't know, can you see them on there? So they've been buffed just slightly. They start with 1 extra militia in each tile. Also, they are played by Russia. So Russia can send them volunteers. Russia can send them money. However, they can only place units from the minor build chart, and they can build 1 unit per tile. So there's going to be a bit of a slugfest now between the Ottomans and the rebellions. So that is more fitting to what I wanted to happen to the Ottomans. The Ottomans' income, so they start with $6. And I think their income is only $6. So they've been weakened a little bit there too. And I think that's it for the No. I think that's it for the Ottoman Empire. Let's move on. So next up we have China. China gets a super small buff, which includes a interwar fighter in Communist China. So now they have somewhat of an air force, although it's not much. But it will be useful in attacking / defending. You can try and wipe out the Japanese Air Force. Also, China can conquer Tibet and Xinjiang right at the start of the game. So that would be an extra $2 if they take them. So that would put them at making $8 a turn. So you could definitely, do some AA guns or some interwar fighters. They definitely have multiple possibilities. So they will be a threat at the beginning. They totally outnumber Japan in the number of troops. That's it for China. Next up, we have Italy. We'll start with the fascists. I ended up giving the fascists Italian build chart to the socialist Italians, and then I gave fascist Italy a medium bomber to be placed in Italian Somaliland. The income that they collect for both Italies is what they make of monetary value in Italy and Sardinia. So fascist Italy makes $2 at the start, possibly going to make $3 because they will conquer Abyssinia. If you want to show that. Yep, so it's worth $1 there. And then socialist Italy starts off making $4, and since that is the value of their territory, they are technically making wartime. To continue, since we're on Italy, I've added in a new medium power status. So you have minor, medium, and major power status. Medium powers, if I remember correctly, can declare war on any neutral country that is not aligned to a major at the start of the game. They can also declare war on any medium power that is not aligned to a major. I'm sorry, I take that back. They can declare war on any medium power when they're making wartime income. They still have to, they have to wait to declare war on a major power until a aligned major power is at war with another major power. So that's the rule set for the medium powers. Okay, and last but not least, South Africa. I've included a destroyer and a transport in C-Zone 115. This is so they could support USA by sending volunteers if they wanted to. And that's really it. That's all the changes we've made, aside from political restrictions and game restrictions. Game's already been broken once, doesn't need to be broken again. Alright, thank you.